Common Sense Summit. We'll pick a day, sit down, and we'll do two, three, four, however many you want to do, buddy. And we'll talk about whatever you want to go with, and then we'll do the same thing with me, and we'll hash it all out. And then anybody in power will look at it and go, "Well, you don't know what you're talking about," even though we just solved it, right? But it'll be an interesting exercise to see how two people not involved, like technically we're involved, but we're not. This is not you and me arguing over whether or not your fruit should be sold better price than my fruit. Like this is not what that's about. This is you and me talking about it and saying, okay, like why are we doing this? And I'll bet you 10 to 1 the common sense people, those of us who pay the bills and flick the switches in the voting. I mean, I guess they all do, but still. Our leaders should be paying better attention to what is going on and realizing that we have to work together, especially us, especially Canada, the United States, and Mexico. If we create a good and a good, oh, excuse me, if we create first world conditions in all three countries, right? We have a lot of work to do as Canadians. I'm not going to sit here and tell you we're done. We're not close to being done. We've got real failings and shortcomings in a lot of ways, and we're going to have to get onto them as a country and start to deal with it. But you do as well in the States. I don't know about Flint, Michigan. Does it still have shitty water? Have you not pulled all those pipes out and replaced them? Have you not done what's right by your constituents and your neighbors? You're Americans. You're supposed to love one another. Land of the free, home of the brave. Tell me I'm wrong, right? We're the same up here, and I'm telling you. And again, I'm not saying Canada. We don't all walk around hand in hand singing "Kumbaya." We have our issues up here, right? But we should be able to make our countries better by participating and helping each other get better. Isn't that the deal? Isn't that the way we're if the states helps us and Mexico works to help the states and Canada, like if we all work together to play nice in the sandbox, that should make all our countries better. And therefore it makes our part of the world better. And then we're not trying to help. Like I'm not trying to build a conquest or anybody. I was like, oh, but it's just if our three countries are better, right? If everybody's got a piece, I mean, in America, it's the American dream. How's that American dream treating you these days, folks? Again, from a Canadian to an American, how is that American dream treating you? Because I know the Canadian, it's it's not a Canadian dream. It's just here. This is life. This is certain people picture life a certain way, right? Okay, go through school, graduate, get a job, get married, have a family, buy a house somewhere in there, and retire and enjoy my life. Those are the general steps of life, right? We can all agree with that, right? I'll be honest, never thought I was going to buy a house. Never thought I was going to get married or have a family. I have all three. I bought a house with a lovely lady, my wife, who eventually you will meet. She will be joining on. We'll get her in here. We'll have to figure out what we're gonna call her. Because I'm just a guy. She might be just a gal, but I'm gonna leave that up to her. She can get her own tagline. Where was I going there? With my loving wife? I don't know. Don't know. I lost it. All I know is I was on about all three countries trying to help each other, and we should be helping each other to get better, right? This is the thing. And then our world, our part of the world's better, right? Raise the standard of living for everybody, right? Low tide raises all boats. Stupid little saying, but it's true, right? Low tide does raise all boats. Um, right? Help your neighbor. Helping hand. Be a snow angel. There's one. There's a snow angel. And for you people who have never seen snow, and again, I hope at some point, I hope somebody in part of the world is watching this. Is like, I found this just a guy. He looks really interesting. Starts listening, goes back and goes, shit. I want to see what else he's done in the last 20 episodes. And you find this episode, and I tell you, there's such a thing as a snow angel, and you're gonna go, huh? It's a Canadian thing. It might be an American thing, but it's definitely a Canadian thing, and it's where I hear the term. It's where the term showed up for me anyway. Snow angel is somebody when it snows, and it's not a little bit. It might be a little bit. Could be a little bit. Could be a lot. Could be this much. That's barely a foot. 2 feet. I've seen 2 feet in this driveway, back to front, and I've had to shovel it for many years. But a snow angel is somebody you come home from work, right? I got 30 feet of driveway to shovel. There's 2 feet in there. Hello, hello. No, yes. Hi, Marina. How are you? Okay, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, and I'm not understanding Marina because I filled the first time. Yes, the form was not filled out, but then the second time when I sent everything, I filled out the spots that I was told to fill out. Okay, okay, all right. Yeah, okay, no, yeah, I can. Okay, yeah, for sure, Marina. I page three, yeah, yeah. Okay, yes, please. And I can, yeah, and I sound TIMTYO, yeah. Um, so, hang on a second. That's why I'm spelling it out, Marina. It's TIMTYO, yeah, at gmail.com. Yeah, and then I took a picture and I got mom to send it. Okay, yeah. No, that's fine. Yeah, for sure. You do that, and I'll actually find the paperwork while I'm sitting here as well, uh, just in case I've done something stupid, and then I'll be able to send it regardless. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. Yes. Actually, that's not what I was thinking. As soon as I walked in the door and saw my mother and saw what was going on, I knew right away she wasn't going to be able to care for herself, and I would have to put her into a home. pretty much right away. No. I understand. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was misunderstanding you, Rita. Yeah, okay, now I understand what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, I'm still looking for the folder here now. Yes. Well, yeah, because she's in there. So I was told, yeah, okay, yes, but the villa has a nursing home with it. That's correct. Yeah, yeah, yes. Yes, yes, I do. Okay, all right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, yeah. Huh? No, yeah, and that I understood. Yeah, that part. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Mhm. Oh no, I'm fully aware of that, Marina. I'm seeing the bills. Yeah, like, yeah, no, I'm aware of that. Yeah, like I know it's a pay to play system. Yep. Yeah, I get all that. Yep. Yeah. Because I don't think mom is progressing. progressing at all. Actually, mom is regressing. Well, her short term memory is not good. She can't remember day to day. Lit- Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. And you know what? Some days it might actually be a problem, Marina. I don't have eyes on her 24/7, but I do know that some days mom will forget to change her briefs. She will soil herself and she will sit in her own filth for hours. Now, Miranda, don't get me wrong. These are isolated events. Like, I'm just not sure. Mom, all right. All right. So what I'm afraid of is mom's going to lose her speech pathology. That helped there because her speech is still impeded by from the stroke. Yeah. Yeah, that date sounds familiar. I'll be honest, and I'm going to say this right now. Carrie, I might have spoken to her once. So that's notwithstanding. But yes, this program is ending, and it was my understanding that Mom was going to fold into another program. Thank you. Okay, so we're in the right spot. I'm sorry. I'm trying to follow a bouncing ball, Marina, and I've got a lot of them going on. I do apologize. That's my fault. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. What if I told you that mom is unable to fully shower herself? Would that bring in a level of care? Mm-hmm. Okay. 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 And that was a weekly or daily? Okay. 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 Mm-hmm. Yep. No. Okay. No. Yeah. I'm just trying to get a grasp on where we are. Okay. Yep. Go ahead. Yep. Yeah. And I'm trying to find the file as we're talking. I'm walking all around here. Okay, fantastic, fantastic. Thank you so much. I'm still looking for the form. I'm going to dive into my computer. Oh, I'm curious to where this folder's gone because it has a lot of information in it. I put it. No, it is on my side, Marina, but I appreciate that. Yeah, yeah. No, yeah, no, I realized I was just now I want to not like I want to find this because I want to give you the information. And I also want to find it because the folder is very important in my world. Like it's got a lot of information for us. Right? Yeah. So yeah, and as soon as I find it, I will send a copy to you. Thank you. Okay. Bye bye. See, one side saying one thing, one side saying the other side saying another. Neither one's fucking listening to anybody. And then still up there? It might still be up there. All right. Well, I gotta go up there anyway. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm going to have a lot of editing to do on that one. So I'm back. The editing that just happened was because I was dealing with medical OHIP, Ontario Health Insurance. We call it OHIP, it's Ontario Ministry of Health, arm of the Ministry of Health for mom's care. So that's why there was an edit right there. So anyway, we're back. We'll deal with that at a later date. That's another thing. Dealing with that's partially what generated this and fuel it for a little bit, and then there'll be other things we'll be talking about. Um, but that's kind of my world right now, right? So anyway, um, Thursday night I got hockey tonight. I do. There's a group of guys. Actually, there's two guys. Let's be honest, it's two guys that do a show with various guests, former NHL players, a bunch of degenerates is what we are. We're gamblers, right? And some are better and more to throw at it than others. Me, I'm a micro gambler. Pennies. That's all I bet. Pennies. I don't bet big. I bet pennies, and I have fun and I enjoy it. These guys, some of them are like me. They might not admit to it. Some of them will. There's other guys. They're betting four, five figures per bet, and that's cool. That's some people are professional gamblers. That's how they make their money. Good on you if you could if you could survive and be a professional gambler, especially betting. Right? I'm not talking cards. I'm not talking playing poker or whatever. Right? I'm talking betting. You're talking, taking a team, betting a person to score, whatever prop, whatever pool, whatever, like that brings in a human element. Whereas cards is just cards. Cards is math, right? That's why you'll find right now, if you look at poker players, if you go through the list of poker players, professional poker players right now playing in the States, or yeah, probably the States would be a best example. Out of the top 20, I'll bet you find, I'm going to say 15 with a university level. So 4 year, I think 4 years is the minimum in the States, right? Because you got a university graduate, and then you got a PhD, and then a something above that. So anyway, 15 out of 20 and the top poker players have probably gone to a university for economics, uh, lawyers, right? Professionals like that, people who use their mind a lot, because it is math. It's percentages. That's what they're playing. Um, it's fun to it if you've never if you don't understand poker and you want to get a handle on it just a bit, watch the poker shows on TV with Vince Van Patten, World Series of Poker, uh, and just watch, because there you've got people who are playing the game the right way, right? You don't got a bunch of guys sitting around a table drinking, throwing. We used to play Toonie Tuesdays. Every guy would come in, you'd bring $5, $10, whatever, right? Each game of poker would cost you a toonie. So you throw your toonie in the pot. So if you got eight guys, the pot is $16, right? That's what you win. But you get 5,000 in chips. So eight guys sitting around a table playing poker, right? That's Toonie Tuesday. Um, but these guys, they know the math. They know the computations to be able to figure out, is it a good bet now? Is it going to be a good bet again, or a third good bet, because uh, Texas Hold'em is a three up turn, or three up for the flop, and then a turn, which is another face card up, and then the river. So that gives you five cards up. You got two in your hand. Best poker hand out of the five cards total, right? Between the two in your hand and the five on the table. That's uh, Texas. Texas, not Texas stud, Texas Hold'em, Texas stud. No, not even close. So anyway, um, yeah, Ice Guys. I got there eventually. Ice Guys, Ian and Alex P. These guys are on YouTube. Look them up. The Ice Guys. You want to know hockey? You want to know betting hockey? I've listened to a lot. I listen to. I check out a lot of them. There's a ton of guys on YouTube and online in X all over the place, spouting off or not. Sorry, I shouldn't say spouting off. Sorry, my bad. Bad language. People on the net proclaiming or saying they know what they're talking about when it comes to sports betting, whether it's hockey, baseball, basketball, football, take your pick, any other, right? All I'm saying to you is I know hockey, not just because I'm a Canadian, but that too. I'm a Canadian. I know hockey, man. Give me a break. I've been playing the sport, involved in the sport in some way, shape, or form since I was 5 years old, with the exception of a year and a half, almost 2 years, where my the town arena burnt down. We had Here's another interesting fact about it. We had the only artificial ice surface between Toronto and Winnipeg. You can go look up the distance between Toronto and Winnipeg. It's about 2,000 kilometers. I'm not sure what that comes into in miles, but 2,000 kilometers. We had the only artificial ice surface between Toronto and Winnipeg back in, I think the arena opened up in 1929 or 21 after the war. Anyway, the arena survived up into my type days, which would be for anybody 5 and 6. So my 5 and 6 year hockey, which was tyke, 5 and 6, and then 7, 8 is novice, 9, 10's Adam, 11, 12 Pee Wee, 13, 14 Bantam, no, 14, 15 Bantam. So start on even, end on odd. So 4 and 5 were tyke. 6 and 7, my novice years, I lost. So those are your developmental years. That's your skating. That's what you're still learning, right? Come back, I played the game. I enjoyed the game. I wasn't any good at it, but I liked playing the game. It was fun. Turns out I was actually a better referee than that. So, overall, I've been in the sport 50 years, right? I'm 55, so we'll say 50 years with a couple of years off and a couple of years here and there. But I've always had my hands on the sport, in the sport, watching the sport, listening to the sport, learning about the sport. Ian and Alex P, when they talk about their bets, know a fair amount. They give you lots of information. They tell you, hey, this is what I'm looking at. It's up to you to follow. Let me tell you, 60%, half the time, like a good half the time, they're bang on in where they're looking because they're looking for value. They're not always picking winners. They're not always saying, okay, X is going to beat Y by X amount of goals, right? They're looking for maybe a player on a hot streak scoring goals, shots on goal, assists. Take your pick. However, players earn points, right? It's all bettable. So that's what they look at. They look at streaks. They look at trends. We've got a couple system plays because there's a group of us. These guys, the Ice Guys, are fairly popular. They got daily basis over 1,000 viewers between their three channels easily, if not more than that. And then tonight we're going to be doing a live betcast, so we'll all get together online, right? Join in with them and have some drinks, shoot some shit, talk some hockey, and have some laughs. They're a good group of guys, right? But to talk hockey with betters, right, and guys that understand the sport, because these guys understand the sport as well, right? As opposed to listening to somebody who goes USA. Do you know the game? Do you understand the game? It's great that you got thing for cheering on your country, and I'm not knocking it. That wasn't what I was doing. I've talked to people, and they think they know the game, and you talk to them, and you're like, you don't know shit from Shinola about hockey. You don't understand word one about the game. You don't know how to play it, right? And I always tell everybody, you know what? You're actually, I got into a conversation on a flight coming here, actually 4 months ago, whatever it was. Buddy opened his mouth, and I chimed in, and he snarked back, and I said to him, oh, he snarked back. It was a hockey conversation, right? Surprise, surprise. And somehow we got on to favorite teams. I said, well, I'm a Toronto guy, born and raised, hour north, man. I cheered Toronto when there was 20 teams in the league. Sure shit wasn't going to be the Habs. No offense to Habs fans, but right. So, guy, Toronto sucks. I'm like, dude, whatever. Do you know anything else other than what the fucking parrot, other than what the parrot gets told? Call me a parrot. Yeah, I'm calling you a parrot. Everybody I know says Toronto sucks. I said, do you know anything else? Yeah, you guys have won a cup since '67. Look at you. There's the next second best one. I love that one. No, you're right. We haven't won a cup since '67. And there's a couple spots in there where we should have. It happens, right? Puck goes the other way, bad bounce, right? These are the things that happen in sports. I could point at the Buffalo Bills losing four Super Bowls in a row. Hmm. Nobody picks on them for it. We do, but you know what I mean. It's just it's flavorful to hate Toronto. Anybody who thinks they know hockey has got a fan. Oh, why do we hate Toronto? Oh, because it's Toronto. Oh, okay. You don't know any better. Like you just don't. And that's fine. Whatever. We don't want you anywhere near us, right? We don't, because when we do win a cup, and we will. Sorry, no room for you up here. We'll have our fun time. Thank you very much. But back to Ian and Alex P. The boys know what they're talking about every day. You can find them on YouTube, 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today, because I don't know who the fuck you are. I got to figure that one out too. So anyway, where are we here? 10 after 12. Okay, I got to cut it for now. We might get back later. If not, I'm definitely going to try and give you an hour a day, but some days is easier than others. But for now, cheers. Keep her between the white lines. Keep the tires on the pavement. Don't do anything stupid, right? Cheers. Talk to you later. And guess what? Still just a guy.